It's the Cy and Dani show.
Oh, oh.
The Cy and Dani show.
Oh,
Welcome back to the Cy and Dani show. I'm Dani.
I'm Cy.
And we're really excited to jump in today. We are going to be talking about self-care.
Yeah. Self-care. Self-care is taking deep breaths before you record your podcast.
It is. It's switching sides to see if there's a difference in the experience. We get so worked up, you all, before these recordings, and we have no idea why.
No idea.
Aside from the fact that we have anxiety and we want to do a good job and we're maybe a little perfectionistic, but aside from that, we don't know why.
No idea. Yeah.
So, maybe,
but it's good that we have practices that we can integrate
for sure
when we need them.
What kind of practices do you integrate? Oh, before we jump into our self-care practices, these are not recommendations for what you should do. We are just talking about what has kind of worked for us during COVID in particular, but also we've been together for a long time, and so sometimes you need a couple of like strategies to like cope with each other. And so, yeah, we'll be celebrating 14 years dating this year.
Yeah, wow, 14 years.
So
that's a teenager. And this is like that angsty time, you know, in the teenage years where it's like, I want to get out of my parents' house, but they keep controlling me.
And it's a quarantine, and where are you gonna go? But if you wanted to go somewhere, we should go together like a trip.
Oh.
Traveling. That's my coping strategy. Yeah. I would love to travel, and right now I cannot. And so what I've been doing instead is spending a lot of time outside when I can. So social distancing, sitting on our deck. We've gone to the park a couple of times. I really love just being in nature, getting vitamin D from the sun.
Yeah.
What about you?
I like being outside too, riding my bike. I got a new bike that actually fits me. And I just be riding around town with my arms out.
Please don't do, no.
I mean, safely, you know, on the side street.
Okay.
When ain't nothing, you know, because I like being free.
Okay.
I got a helmet and I know how to ride a bike. So.
Right. I don't know. I just watch people sometimes and that whole door swinging thing, and it's just a lot going on. We in Chicago, like it's a lot going on in the streets, and so
I'm safe.
Oh, okay.
I'm safe.
So he takes his bike outside. My bike is stationary in the house, and so I get to ride my bike, and it's fitness, gets endorphins released, and so that's a really good time.
Mm-hmm. I knew we were going to be talking about self-care, but I didn't really remember. I don't really know.
Well, I got a whole list. I don't know. You should have prepared.
Well,
so I think about things before I'm about to record. So that's a part of my anxiety management.
But I think it's because of this like box around self-care, like what self-care is, and I put a box around it.
Oh, okay.
Like, so let me hear some of yours.
I've got many.
Let's go.
So I've been gardening, where I started a garden on the deck, and I've got green beans, which Drake eats, the dog can eat, and tomatoes, and my sunflower now has a little bud. I'm sure that's soon gonna bloom. I've got a lemon tree coming. Like I've got some fun stuff happening. Also, we play chess. We play chess regularly, like several times a week we'll play, and in the beginning I was dominating, I was winning time after time after time, and now somebody...
Well, I think we have to give context, right? Like I didn't play chess, and so I didn't, I was still learning when we started playing.
It was so good for my ego.
Yeah, and then once I was like, oh, okay, I kind of understand this game.
Right.
I started just like, but now it's like, kind of like you never know who gonna win,
I appreciate this. I'm getting better at my end game, because essentially I am so good at a start and middle of a chess game. I am like I'm in my war mode. By the end though, I don't know how to finish, and so if you know how to finish at chess and you got some tips, give them to us, right? Write them directly to me, because I want to win.
Because she needs them more than I do.
I'm not that competitive though.
I'm
I just
not
enjoy
either.
spending time playing games.
Yeah, I like talking competitively, even though I don't mean.
He's such a trash talker.
See, it's doing that thing that it did last time where.
Yeah. It's probably our internet.
But it's not on the internet, baby. I keep trying to explain this. It's probably my memory, my storage.
Oh, is it doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, so are we going to stop or are we going to keep going? I think we should keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I mean, it'll be a little funny, but.
Yeah, because I think some of our self-care is humor, jokes. So watching stand-up comedy, me trying to write some stand-up comedy and performing it for you, and like sometimes they like ha, and sometimes it's like
yeah,
I don't. Where you going with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fun. I feel like I enjoy like that little banter.
Yeah, we've got a mic and an amp and a mic stand, and so from time to time there may or may not be a performance in our house.
Yeah.
So I'm also enjoying like costume play, which I was never into. Like I feel like as a little girl I was a serious kid. I felt like learning was essential, and so I didn't play as much, but maybe I did, I just can't remember. But now I love to just put on like swimsuits. That's the costume essentially. I'll just put on a swimsuit and dance around this house because I just don't care, and I wish I was on the beach somewhere. So that's really cool self-care for me. I mean, I've got I prepped. There's my baths with my candles, my Epsom salt, my music. I could do that for hours on end. Oh,
I feel like I have this playlist on YouTube, the Chill Hop, and I'll just play that in the background and vibe out, do some writing, do some reading. Just like I love music as well. Yeah.
There's been a lot of writing. So whether it's journaling or just like writing to think about someday publishing something, we've just been having a lot of fun. There's I think a lot of ways that this time together at the house has really like grounded me. I used to work so much. I would be gone from like sun up to sundown, and now I just feel really connected to the house. The plants inside of our house are thriving. I clearly love nature. So yeah.
And I want to go back to something you said about us and like needing those self-cares to kind of get away or like to, take care of ourselves individually, because I think we've been quarantined and I love spending time with you. Like
I know where you're going though.
We can spend a lot of time together, and sometimes
it is a gift.
we need to do our own thing, and sometimes that's in the house, right? You'll go on the deck, I go in the office, and like I might be watching TV on the computer.
Yep.
Like it's really just slowing down. I think I'm shifting my perspective about pace and like what I'm gonna be doing this fall. I'm not trying to go back to like go. I'm not trying to go back to saying yes to things that don't bring me joy.
Yes.
I'm not trying to go back to just like meeting just for the sake of meeting.
Come on, yes.
So I'm really because I'm working on that too. Like what I'm gonna do is pour energies into the things that are feeding me and bringing me joy, and even if it's just like something for me, and especially if it's just something for me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I so one of the things I like is I'm a very spiritual person, and so I like to like meditate. We actually do these like morning meditations. We used to do them really consistently, but more recently we've been doing them more apart and in different ways. Because again, you don't have to, like, meditating used to be this intimidating thing, because I was like, you got to sit still. But really, we found some wonderful guides, like Oprah and Deepak have some really cool guided meditations that are free on YouTube.
Deepak Chopra. My wife always speaking like, Deepak was over at the house yesterday and we was doing a little meditation. Oprah was here too, and we was just chilling.
I mean, there are many things I have learned from the big O. Oprah teaches wisdom, and so we could have a whole episode about the lessons we've learned through Oprah.
There's actually I have the book on the shelf from those Super Soul Sunday wisdoms or something.
See, gifts. So that's also what we do. Read that kind of stuff that's grounding and centering. So another part of my spiritual practice could be like listening to gospel music. I really like the messages of hope and inspiration. I don't always connect to, I don't need to say all that. Yeah, I love some inspiration and motivation. And I told you, I came prepared. I put puzzles together. I will color. I dance.
I go for walks.
Yes, we cook. We've been baking. I mean, you all, we are having like, it's not an easy time. Like we were just acknowledging today, like it's a really hard time and it's a lot going on. We are powerless to change immediately, but we are doing really important actions to stay well every single day and to support those who are continuing to have to lay their bodies on the line for our well-being.
Yeah. So what you doing?
Yeah.
You know, caring for self, and especially when it feels like you're not supposed to, or
like it's privilege. I almost feel like this episode is about privilege. We have the privilege to talk about the ways that we are thriving and the ways we're trying to stay above water, because it's very typical for everybody I know and talk to really kind of have to have a little struggle right now. It might look different, but everybody I know got a little something going on. So thank you.
And even in that, how do we find ways to take care of ourselves, right? In order to keep showing up, in order to keep, connecting.
Yeah. Well, we hope to hear from you. If you enjoy this, like it, love it, share it. Yeah, feel free. We really want to continue to open up and get to know each other, because I'm learning a lot about him. He don't prepare even when we got an exam coming up.
I'm prepared. I'm an improver. This is prepared.
So we look forward to seeing y'all in the future. Sending love and light from our couch to your heart. The first time it was so natural. Since then, it's been a little clunky. Bye.